Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I want to show you how to work a nice top, summer top, because we'll be without sleeves, and for the summer, yes, a summer top with the top down technique. It's my favorite technique to work sweaters, cardigans and so on, because it's really easy to explain and it's really easy to create our, so to make it to fit ourselves. Actually, this is the idea. So it's really easy to create our size, not the size, but to fit, to really fit ourselves. So we want to feel comfortable in our I don't know, sweaters or tops or so on. And if we have the possibility to make one for ourselves, so we can create one that fits, so that it's comfy. Okay, now for this top down summer top, I use a yarn, very thin yarn, a mixed of baby alpaca and silk. It's really soft, from Drops. So if you want to purchase the same yarn, you can go to the link of the Drops, so you can search on the internet Drops yarns, and on their homepage you'll see web stores, and there are web stores, Drops, in US, in UK, in Spain, Italy, and so on and so forth. Now, if you don't want to buy this yarn, no problem, you can work it with any kind of yarn. It must be thin, so not lace, but how can I say, I don't know, to be worked with can be worked with a 3.5 millimeters hook. Okay, now what else? Yes, US 4, number 4, it's 3.5 millimeters or 4 for the US. Okay, it's 70% alpaca, 30% silk. Really nice and soft yarn. Okay, now this mine, it's a S size, and I began with a 126 chains. I joined them together with a slip stitch, of course. Just be sure that the chain is not twisted when you join it. That's all. So be sure that it's not twisted. Very important when you join it. And then I already worked a double crochet round. This is the first round, really easy, just one double crochet in each of your chain for a total of 126. Now if you want it bigger, you can go on and begin it with a 132 chains for a ML, let's say, size. For a XL size you can put 138, and for extra large 144. Okay, and you will work the same that I am working here, just you will have more stitches, but I will explain it to you step by step how it looks, how it goes. So now chain 1, it's actually, you can begin with a 126, then you check on your around your neck, and if it's okay, just go on and work. If it's not, go with 132 and so on. Okay, so this is the 4 sizes that I give you just generally speaking, okay? So 126, 132, 138 and 144 chains to begin. So in these 4 sizes, I'm sure you will find one that fits you. Now, to begin, let's say that I'm here, I'm working my first round, work 1 chain and into the very first chain your first double crochet, like this. Okay, so don't work chain 3 for the first double crochet, no. This time we will work a chain 1 and a double crochet into the very first stitch for your first double crochet. Okay, now for the second round we will work a chain 1 and around our first double crochet we will work a double crochet, and around our second one we will work another double crochet, front post double crochets. Into the third we work a normal double crochet, and we will go on repeating this sequence. So first one will be a front post double crochet, second one will be a front post double crochet, and the third will be a normal double crochet. Again, first one will be a front post double crochet, second one will be a front post double crochet, third will be a normal double crochet. So the multiple for this round is 3. So we will repeat this sequence of 3, 2 front post, 1 normal, 2 front post, 1 normal. For the front post, if you don't know how to work it, so yarn over, insert the hook on the right side of the yarn of the stitch that you want to work in, and around that stitch go back on the front side, on the left side of the stitch, and now you have the stitch on the hook actually. Okay, now pull the yarn like this around the stitch and work a normal double crochet, 1, the second one like this, and then a normal double crochet. Okay, that's all. So go on for this second round, go on and work your second one round like this. So 2 front posts, 1 double crochet. I finished my second round and I created these groups, little groups of 2 front posts and 1 double crochet. Now these groups will have all for all the length of our yoke. What means this means that for 126 chains stitches you must have 42 groups of 3. 3 will be 4 because we go on and increase for the third round, but this is the group, this is the, I don't know, I will refer to this group when I will explain it to you the next rounds. So 42 groups like this. Now into the second round we have 2 front posts, 1 double crochet, so 3 stitches we must have 42 if we begin with 126. For 132 we'll have 44 groups of 3 double crochets. For 138 we'll have 46 groups, and for 144 we'll have 48 groups. Okay, now these groups we will go on with these groups for the entire yoke, but the groups will be bigger and bigger. Okay, and I show you how. So chain 1 and work your 2 work your 2 front posts double crochets, of course, and these 2 front posts will be the constants of the group. Now into the double crochet here, work an increase, and we will go on like this, repeating this for all of our groups that we have left. In my case 41, because I have a total of 42. So again, I am working my second group, so 2 front post double crochets, my 2 front post double crochet, and into the third an increase, 1 and 2. And now my group will be bigger, so I will have 4 stitches, okay, because I put in each of my group of 3, I put an increase. So my constants, I am working another group, my constants, my 2 front post double crochets, 1 and 2, and into the double crochet work an increase, so 2 double crochets for a total of 4. Now work this round like this, increasing into each of your normal double crochet of your group, and for the 4th round work a normal round, which means work the group as it is. So will remain of 4 stitches, 2 front post, 2 double crochets, 2 front post, 2 double crochets, and you will go on like this for the 4th round. Okay, go on and work these 2 rounds, this one increasing round and the second one normal round. Okay, and I will be back to show you how to go on. So I designed this pattern really easy in order to be really easy to understand for anybody. So with small knowledge, knowledge, oh my gosh, for little knowledge of crochet, you will be able to make your own summer top. So I finished these 2 rounds, sorry, and now this will be another round of increases, and now I want to show you how to increase along your yoke. So chain 1, work of course your front posts, and now we have 2 double crochets, and I want to put an increase in between them. So I will work my first one, and in between them, actually in between the stitches, I will work one more, and then my second, which becomes my third. Okay, and now I have 3. I will show you one more time, because we have just to repeat the same thing, you know. We have the groups. I have 42 groups. So 2 front posts. Now I work my first double crochet. In between the 2 of them I will put my increase, so one more, and I will work my second double crochet, which becomes my third. Okay, and this is how we go on in a round where we want to increase and we have a even number of stitches. Okay, if we have 3 or 5 or so on, it's really easy, because we work 1 into the second, we will work an increase, and the third, and so on. Okay, now you will work like this, 1 row, 1 round of increase, 1 normal round with all the stitches worked as they are, until you will reach the circumference of your body with the arms along the body. I will show you. This is my fellow here. Please be nice with him, her, I don't know, maybe it's her. Let's put it some hair here. So okay, what I want to say is this is the circumference that we need. So this is the position of your arms, so along the body, and this is the circumference all around, of course, that we need to create a comfortable size, a comfortable top, summer top for us, okay? And we have to increase as I show you. So in one round we increase, now we will have 3. So we have our front post, 2 front posts, and we will have 3 double crochets. Now into the next round of increases we will work 1, then into the second we will work 2 and 1 more, and we'll have 4. Into the next we'll work 1, 2, in between them, as we did now, we work 1 and 1, 2. Okay, and we have 5. Okay, and we go on increasing one row, working the stitches as they are until we reach this circumference. So you just pull it on you, on your body, and when you have the circumference that you need, depends on how you want it, larger or smaller, or I don't know, how you feel comfortable on your top, summer top. Depends on this, you will decide. So you will decide how many increases you will put. Okay, when you stop increase, you still have the length. I'm sure you'll have the length to work of your yoke. So the length of your yoke, it's measured from here to the armpit, a little bit under the armpit. So this is the armpit, and 1 or 2 centimeters under the armpit. So this is the length of your yoke, and this is the measure, the circumference of your yoke. These two measures are very, very important for a good or perfect fit. Okay, now I will go on and work my yoke, and then I will be back to show you mine and to explain it to you. Now another thing, it's really, really easy to know how many stitches we have, because we know that I have for 126, I have 42 groups of, now are groups of 3. In this round will be groups of, 5. Okay, so 5 for 42 are 210. So I have 210 stitches after the second increasing round. Okay, so it's really, really easy to determine the number of stitches. You don't have to count. Of course you have to count if you think there is something wrong, but it's really easy to see if you work a stitch wrong. Okay, because the pattern is like this. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Hope. And yes, I will go on with my yoke, and I will be back to show you. Maybe you'll understand better how to go on. But go on and increase, one round of increase, 1 round of stitches as they are, 1 round of increase, 1 round of stitches as they are, until you reach the circumference that you need, and then you just go on and work the stitches as they are. You will still have the same number of groups, even if the one group will be bigger, because will contain more stitches, of course, after your increases. Okay, but the number of groups will be the same. Okay. So I finished my yoke. This is what I have so far. I don't increase anymore. I didn't increase anymore. So I have my group with 2 front post double crochets and 3 double crochets. This is one group, and I have a total of 42 groups for my size. But if you began with 132, you must have 44 groups. If you began with 138, you must have 46 groups of 5, okay? And if you began with 144, you must have 48 groups. Now, when you finish the right length under the armpit, this is the idea, okay? What you have to do is, generally speaking, it's that you must divide the body to the sleeves. And to do this, you decide what number of groups. I am speaking of groups here, not of stitches. So how many groups you want to, you need for the front size, for the front side, and the same number of groups you will have for the back side. The rest will be for the sleeve. So the most important thing is to decide how many groups you need for the front size, from the front side. Then you'll have the same number for the back side, and of course the number for one sleeve must be the same with the number for the other sleeve. So the back and the front must be the same number of groups, and the sleeves of course must be the same number of groups. I said I have 42 groups, and I decided to divide it like this: 13 groups for the front side, 8 for the sleeve, another 13 for the back side, and another 8 for my my second sleeve. Okay, so I'm here and I will count 13 now for my front side or back side, it's okay, one of these two parts of the blouse. So I will count these, my front post crochets, double crochets, because these are the beginning of a group, of one group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, and here is my last group of 13 of 5. So 2 front posts and 3 double crochets. Maybe you put more double crochets here, so you go on and increase one more round and 2 more rounds. That's no problem. The idea is that you have the same number of groups. You must have the same number of groups, the same number that you began with. Okay, so the number of groups remain the same, and that's why I'm speaking of groups. Okay, so now I have 13 and this will be my front side. Then I want to skip my sleeve, so I will count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here is where I will put my marker. And now I just want to go on and work my front side. So here until I will reach the first marker, my 13 groups. Okay. And I will work it with the same pattern. So I will go on working with 2 front posts. I will maintain the groups and 3 double crochets. And as I said, you may have 4 double crochets on one group or 5 double crochets on one group, depends on how many increasing rounds you put. So I will go on like this, working my front side, and then I will show you how to skip the sleeve and to work the back side. And this is, let's say, the next step, important step to when you want to work a top-down sweater or cardigan or blouse, summer top, anything you want to crochet in this technique, top down. Okay, so I go on and work my 13 groups. So I finished my first 13 groups to work, and these are for the front side. Now I want to skip, as I said, I want to skip this part in between the markers, so the part for the sleeve. And to skip it, I will chain 12. For the first two sides you can chain 12. For the next two sides, so the bigger sizes, you can chain 14, 16 as you need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yarn over, skip all these 8 groups and insert the hook into the first group here, after the marker, into the front post first and the second, and 3, 1, 2 and 3. And now I worked my first group of the 13 groups for the back side, and this is my sleeve. Now I can take the marker here, because now I know I have my sleeve out, so divided, and I will count 13 here for the back side with the one that I worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And here I will put my marker again. And I don't need another marker because here I have my sleeve. So from the marker to the beginning of the round. Okay, and I just want to work my back side, so the 13 groups for the back side, and I will skip here, I will stop here, I will skip with 12 chains and slip stitch into the first chain, into the first stitch worked. I finished my 13 groups, yes, of for the back side, and now I am here where the marker is, and now I want to skip the sleeve and to insert the hook into the very first stitch that I worked for this round, but I want to chain 12 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not yarn over, because we have to slip stitch. Sorry. So into the very first stitch, which is a front post, we want to slip stitch, and this is what I have. So here it is, the body of my blouse is here. This is the body of my blouse, and now I will change the stitch. So I want to work with the half double crochet all the body, and I will finish with a nice border. So now what I want to say is that now it's really easy to find out how many stitches we have for the body if you want, and it's better because we want to work only half double crochets, so we want to know the amount of the stitches, not the groups, because we will not we won't work anymore in groups but in stitches. Okay, so I know that I have 5 stitches on one group. Okay, you may have you may have 6 if you put one more increase round, or 7 if you put 2 more increase rounds. Okay, I have 5 for one group, so 2 the constants, 2 front post double crochets plus 3, so they are 5, and I know that I have 13 for one side. So this means that I will calculate like this: 13 per 5, and this is 65 stitches on one side plus 65 because I have the same number of groups. There are 130 stitches plus 12 and 12. Okay, because I have these chains, and these chains will become stitches in this round. So I will have 12 here on one side and 12 here, 12 more on the other side. So this is 24 stitches more. So 130 plus 24 is 154. So now I know that I have 154 stitches. So this is really easy. You can calculate how many stitches you have. And now that you know, you just can go on and work your first round of the body. So we excluded the sleeves. So here we have the sleeves, and you don't want to work them. So they are out. And now chain 1, and into the very first front post put a half double, and then go on and work a half double into each of your 65 I have here, but you may have more if you choose to work in other size. Okay, now we just go on and work half double crochets, and then when we get the chain, we will work into each of our chain 1 half double crochet. Okay, like this. So half double crochet into each of our. Then when we get here, we will work 1 half double crochet into each of our chain. I will have 12 more, then again 65, and again 12. And when I will finish this first round of half double crochets, I will be back to show you how to work the body part. So I finished my first round of the body with the half double crochet. Now I just want to say one thing. Because we want to have a straight line of the joining stitches, of joining where we join the rounds. Okay, we want a straight line. We need to begin each round like this: chain 1 and turn as we work the rows. Okay, we need to do this, because if you go on and working rounds normally, we'll have a not a straight line, nice and straight line of the joining point. Okay, and always when we turn, we work not the very first this stitch where we slip stitch, but the first here. Okay, and when we finish the round, we work the very first one. Okay, this is very important, because if you don't work like this, you will end up with more stitches. So we don't want to work one stitch more in each round. Okay, because if we work like this, we increase, and we don't want to increase anymore. So the very not into the same stitch where you slip stitch, but into the first here, this one. Okay, so here. And when you finish the round, you work the last stitch into the very first stitch when you slip stitch. Okay, so that's all. I will go on and work my part, the body part, and then I will be back to show you the border that I choose for this summer top and how to finish it.